911. What's your emergency?
It's been a bad accident.
I'm sorry, please.
I'm from the Department of Children and Family Services.
I'm not gonna drink anymore. I promise. Don't take my son.
A story about faith, recovery, and redemption coming to a theater near you. Finding Faith follows the story of Faith Mitchell, a woman whose life is suddenly struck by tragedy, causing her to spiral, pushing her faith to the limit. It stars the actress Paula Patton, who joins us here in the studio this morning. Thank you so much for being here. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Rick. Thank you for having me.
We know you from great movies and great roles, Hitch, Precious, Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise. What was it about this particular project that drew you to it?
Oh gosh, well, it was a particular day, Rick. It was an amazing thing. I had been going through a challenging time and I had been going through a lot of fear and anxiety, to be honest with you. And that day, the day that I received this script, I literally said, God, I give it to you. I put it at your feet. I'm gonna just live, just even this week, as if everything has worked out for me, right? And I really felt set free. I felt at peace. And then my friend and neighbor, Charles Porter, calls me. He goes, Paula, I have a movie for you, and it's called Finding Faith. And I said, no, I'm going to drop this phone right now.
Right.
Finding faith of all things. It was exactly what I had found that day.
The world
and then
works
it's a
in
miracle,
mysterious ways.
right? It felt as if God had given it to me. So
Unbelievable.
that was all the inspiration I needed. It was the title. I was like, I don't even know what it's about, but I'm going to say yes.
You're sold. And you serve as a producer on this project as well.
Yes.
And we saw a little bit in the trailer that your character faces some terrible tragedy, as we said,
Yes.
and has struggled with addiction, which is
Yes.
something that you yourself have been very open talking about.
Yes.
Your sobriety. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Talk to us about sort of drawing from your personal life for that aspect of this character.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was really challenging. I knew it when I read it because it was in the script. I was like, oh gosh, I can really connect to this because I got in the sober 7 years ago. I know why you drink when you're in so much pain that you feel like you got to numb it, that you're not trusting that you can handle everything that's being thrown at you, right? And so going back and playing it was challenging, especially being inebriated, having to pretend to be inebriated. I hadn't been in 7 years.
Right.
And so going back to that place, it was actually really kind of cathartic because I was scared of it. But then when I faced it and I saw myself, I was actually able to forgive myself. I think I still was like, God, I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I had known better. But you can only do what you know. And at the time, I really thought, Rick, when I was going through all my troubles, I remember thinking, I know how to handle this.
Sure.
I'll have a shot of tequila. I don't know. That's all I knew at the time. So now I had new tools and I have a new vision. So I was able to forgive myself through the process of making this film.
Well, that's a great story, and I'm so happy to hear that. The story, of course, is called Finding Faith. That's the name of your character as well. Talk to us about the role that faith plays in this character's life and in your life.
Gosh, I mean, actual faith. Her name is Faith.
Right.
So there's like that double entendre. But faith is something that she has lost, right? And so you got to let people know that this is really a film that surprises you. It really takes you on a roller coaster of an adventure. It's sort of a suspense thriller and a love story. So a lot happens, but it's also about this woman's journey because as she's hit with these surprises, she loses her faith. And it's about how she comes and finds it again. But it also takes you on these wonderful little twists and turns that make it entertaining.
And I imagine with your journey with sobriety that faith has played a role in that as well.
A huge part in it, because you know what you realize is that you can handle everything that's put in front of you if you have faith. That this fear is a liar. Fear is your undoing. And when you have faith and trust, I don't know what it is that we feel like we have to sort of live life like, oh, I just don't want to be disappointed. Instead of being like, no, I have absolute faith that everything's working out as exactly as it's supposed to. And God wouldn't put anything in front of me that I can't handle.
Wow.
And so I'm going to just live joyfully and at peace. So I really encourage everybody to go watch this movie and today just say, no more fear.
So it's June 16th and 17th, a limited release.
Yes.
People have to go out and see it.
Please see it in the theaters.
You know, this movie deals with some, you know, interesting subjects. And I just wonder, if you promote it now, if you read any of the comments, because I looked underneath one of the clips that talked about how this movie should be mandatory for church groups to take road trips to go see this, sort of a field trip, and how the movie itself is actually like a sermon. That's what one of the other commenters said. And as somebody who's been so involved with this production in front of and behind the cameras, How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel amazing. And the reason why we did it, and everybody that was involved in this film, they all had their own journey of finding faith as well. And what's amazing is this film is the gift that keeps giving, because I'm a human being, and fear catches up with me sometimes, and then suddenly I'm having to do an interview about it, or I watch the movie and I'm reminded again. And so this is a reminder to live in faith.
Well, we are so glad that you're here to talk to us about this. Best of luck with the new movie.
Rick.
So nice to meet you. Finding Faith is in theaters starting June 16th and 17th. Paula Patton, all the best to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rick.